Bum, 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 bum. We are live.
On the intranet.
What the heck is on your forehead?
Everything's all smiles, bro.
Is that how, that's how you're going about it? Just happy smiles for
Happy
everybody?
smiles for everybody. Let's talk about it. What is going on, B-Bunch? We're back again for another live stream. We should call it live stream Wednesdays. I don't know. This week.
It's called coffee time.
It's coffee time. I got coffee. Fresh coffee. It's beautiful. Steaming hot. If you can see it against the black a little bit. Really not. Look. Nope, you really can't see it.
Hi, Diana. How are you?
Hi, Diana.
Mary insisted that we talk about the news that everybody seems to be clamoring about in the Disneyverse. And
I think it's a hot topic. I think it's a topic where everybody should get.
Hi, Linda. Linder.
Hi, Ma.
Hi,
Everybody should get a little bit of information, and I'm very curious, actually, about how people feel about this and what your thoughts are with this. So definitely comment so I can kind of figure out what you guys are thinking. I find it to be a very strange thing going on where Disney wants to create checkpoints
Linda
for when Disney reopens.
If that's your real last name, that's a cool I always liked your last name. Wooten.
Apparently, Disney wants to implement checkpoints at their security locations for temperature checks. Now, in my opinion, my theory here is that you don't have to have a temperature right away. So if I'm sick and I have the virus and I go into Disney World and they check my temperature and I don't get sick, a week from now, I'm in Disney. Now I contaminated everybody and everything I touched. So I feel that the whole temperature checking isn't going to work. It's just not feasible. It doesn't make any sense. And like people like Matt, who naturally are a few degrees warmer than normal.
Not a few degrees, just on the.
Like
the reason she said every time I try and donate blood, they always say I'm sick. I'm running a low fever is what they say every time, no matter what.
Even just regular doctor's appointments, it's always the same.
I'm always running a fever, but I'm not sick unless have been sick my entire adult life. I don't think I'm sick.
Right. So for people like Matt who have that, or people with underlying immune deficiency disorders or regular diseases that cause their temperature to be just a little bit warmer than the normal, they can't go in. And you can't say, hey, I have this and I have this and I can't, how
those
are you
people
gonna
really
know?
shouldn't be going anyway, though.
I'm just saying there's that gray area as to where
you need to take Tylenol every time you go.
That's another thing.
No, I'm just to touch on that. I've thought about that in the past because I want to donate blood to help and free movie tickets. I love going to the movies. But no, honestly, to help. But maybe there is some underlying reason why I'm always running hot, and I'm not going to force the issue. They don't take my blood. I've stopped trying. Maybe I'll try again, but I've stopped trying. I usually just tell them that I always run hot, and they
don't engage.
They say okay. So whatever. So I don't think the temperature thing's really that great of an idea.
No, and also the problem with that is everybody's going to say, oh, let's take some Tylenol before we go to Disney World, so we don't have to even consider worrying about it. You take Tylenol before you go and you're going to be perfectly fine. They're not going to be able to detect anything. They're not going to be able to see anything. So it's that simple. And I've seen multiple people write it on Facebook saying, we'll just take Tylenol before we go. Just let me in. I'll do anything, whatever. I need to go see the magic. But you're missing the very big fine print here, that it is not, it's not a safe situation. It's difficult, as you guys can see, going to the store, going to the grocery store. You're concerned, you're nervous. So now Disney being a giant, big feeding ground of viruses and sickness because there's people touching everything, it's just
like I understand people want to go to the parks, they want to have fun, it's their happy place, it's this,
Absolutely.
it's that. I get it, but is it really worth it in the end? And trust me, Disney wants to open just as bad as people want to go. You know, they're losing tons of money every day just because people aren't there, and they're still paying people, and it still costs money to keep the parks closed. Like, it's not like their bills are zero because the parks are closed. They still have massive amounts of expense, and trust me, they want to open, but people need to kind of relax a little bit and stop pushing the issue.
Because that's what's causing everybody to push everything faster, because everybody wants to go do what they want to do. Everybody wants to go out to the parks. Everybody's done with this quarantine. Everybody's done sitting at home and not being able to do anything. And I get that. Believe me, I do. But I think if we all work together to just sit home and stay away from each other, hopefully.
But so many go when they know they're sick and they don't want to cancel their reservation. That's exactly the point.
Exactly.
That's exactly the problem.
And Lisa, that's great and all, and I understand that, but the thing is that if you may not have a fever, you may not know that you're sick, you have no idea. I could go to Walmart right now and pick up the virus and not feel anything for 2 weeks. I mean, how could you know? How will you know based on a temperature check? They tried that at the airports. Look how well that worked out.
I spoke with a fellow employee, cast member. Oh my God!
Don't
today,
engage.
And we were trying to figure out the logistics of how all of this would work. Now, the masks are a great idea. I think that's a great idea. The social distancing is a great idea. But think about anybody who's been to Disney. Think about all the logistic problems with social distancing at Disney, right?
It's virtually impossible.
You have the rides. If you've been on Soarin', you're literally right next to people. Yeah, they could load one family per row, but the row behind you is still 6 feet within you. And if they sneeze, all those particles and whatever are going to go in your direction.
And that's a perfect example. Every single time, if you've not been to Disney, that every single time you are in a line at a ride, it's please fill all in the dead space. What ride am I talking about? So it's constantly shoveling as many people in as possible. Now, is this going to change? Are they going to fix it? Is it going to definitely slow down the process of Disney World? Just to get the people in there? I don't think so.
And Lisa, the masks, I don't know how to phrase this appropriately, but Disney is very good at getting everything they need. They are the one of the biggest corporations in the world, and they got us masks out of the clear blue sky. They just appeared one day. So, I mean, could they get them? Yes. They could probably, they'd honestly pay somebody to make more just for them. Like, if they want it that bad, if they want it for the guests or cast members or whatever, they will make it happen.
Yeah, but
they have the resources, they have the pull, they have the money to do it.
Right, but you have to imagine yourself in the parks, okay? You're going to walk in, you're going to put on your mask. Then you're going to go have lunch and you're going to eat. You're going to have to take this thing off. You're going to place it on the table. I don't want it anymore. It touched the surface. Throw it away. Excuse me, I need another mask. Okay.
I don't think.
Are they going to get a stamp? Hey, you got one mask a day. I mean.
No, I don't think they're going to be free.
Now, another thing, you want to put masks on your kids. You want to put masks on all your family members. The kids are going to take them off and fling them and throw them across the floor. Excuse me, I need another mask. And it's
not going to be very comfortable to wear a mask.
No.
For many, many hours in the hot sun.
And if they open in July, August, September, even June, it's going to be 90 plus degrees every day. Now, if it's raining, they're going to get wet. Okay, now I need another mask. So just being in Walmart yesterday, having the mask on my face, I was in there for probably an hour because I wipe everything down and I'm neurotic, which is fine. I couldn't wait to get outside to take it off my face. It was driving me nuts. And that's in a controlled, temperatured environment in the AC. Imagine wearing this outside in the boiling hot sun for countless hours. You're eventually going to take it off. You're eventually going to accidentally sneeze. You're eventually accidentally going to go like this, because I do. So,
see,
and then you're going to touch something.
Unless
That's it. Done.
unless there's going to be some sort of comfortable type, like I sometimes wear a respirator for work that I wear for hours on end. I don't, not so much when I was doing what, that's not important. I used to, maybe a year ago, I wore respirators out of my face like this. It has the cartridges, and I'd wear it 3-4 hours at a time, and it wasn't the most comfortable, but it wasn't that uncomfortable that I had to take it off. But you're on vacation, you're not working. Are you really going to wear it that long through a park? No, I don't see people doing that.
Exactly, Elisa. Lisa, you're going to sweat it. It's going to be gross. It's going to stick to your face.
I like sitting in my sweat-filled face mask.
Oh, it's just going to be disgusting, and it's going to cause you to constantly touch it and move it. So there you go. You're all over your face. Now, you got your temperature checked, but who knows what's really deep down inside the body? Well, who knows what's deep down up inside the nose? So, yeah, you pass your temperature check, but you can still be a carrier. You can still be someone who's just holding it. You could have walked somewhere and it's on your shoes. Now it's on the ground. A kid sits on the ground. It's just not, it's not smart. I just think that we should let
aren't the cleanest.
Especially Disney World.
Well, and a lot of people from other countries don't know so much about like social boundaries, like your little bubble.
You spoke to a couple of those people. That's like their thing. Continue. That's their culture.
Like in China and stuff, people are used to being right on top of each other because the city's so packed that they're used to having their personal space violated, which is a lot of people complain at Disney. Is like all these tourists are like all up in your space. But they're used to that, so it doesn't bother them. So it's just natural for them to kind of just push into people because they don't care. They're used to it. But Diana, you said it's going to be cruise ships all over again. I used to cruise a lot, and it was inevitable. They used to call it cabin cough. Now, I don't know what it really is, what it's called, but they used to call it cabin cough. And they said it was because you stuff all these people into such a small space, and they hang out for a week, 10 days at a time, and everybody gets sick. And we did have a little bit of a cough every time we used to cruise. So if that's any indication of how a regular cough would spread, something that's very contagious would definitely spread even faster.
Yeah.
And Linda, I don't think that's a great idea. One, because nobody's going to do that. People don't care to do that. Like,
you have to explain which Linda you're talking to.
Oh, sorry.
Kitty. Use Kitty.
Okay. Having people clean off the bars and the rides after the ride, it's just not going to, they don't care.
You want to know why that's not going to work? I'll tell you why. Because now it's a big problem where it's great that everybody's going out in public using gloves and wipes, etc. But the big problem is that they're taking the gloves off in the parking lot before they enter their car and throwing it on the floor. So that's going to be a huge problem with Disney World. More germs are going to be thrown on the floor. Their gloves, their masks, their hand wipes. They're just going to throw it on the floor, even though a garbage can is every 22 feet to, what is it?
23 steps.
23 steps to a garbage can. They will still throw it on the floor. So that creates an issue in itself. Linda, you did say that they should keep the parks closed until it's over and we have a cure. I 110% agree that if you want to continue life,
there may not be a cure ever,
but at least a vaccine of some sort.
There may not be that either.
Well, I think
some people are saying you just kind of have to let it run its course and let people die, and eventually it'll kind of dissipate. I mean, I know it's terrible, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, I mean, I get that and I understand, but we have the
now. Let me ask you this: with the cure, vaccines typically take years and years to make, right? It's not like they just show up one day. It's years of research, years of studies to make sure it's as safe as possible for people. Now, obviously, this thing just happened a few months ago. So if they come out with a vaccine in a few months, are you going to take it? Because you don't know what's going to happen. You could take it, and you could grow a third arm. You can grow a second head. You could grow a third eye.
I understand that. Cool. I do understand that. I like I explained to Matt earlier. I said maybe, just maybe, that I think would be a good idea if the parks and everything and the restrictions started to lift based on the numbers coming in with positive tests. If the numbers within 2 weeks are bare minimum, maybe smaller things should open slowly. I don't think that a park like Disney World, Universal, SeaWorld, etc. should open up right away, being the fact that it does congregate so many people in so many little places. Yes, it's big, but a lot of people can fit in there. So I think that once the numbers are smaller and a 2 weeks go by and not so many people are getting it, maybe slowly open up certain things and see where it goes. It's I think, but I'm not anybody important. It's just my thoughts.
My coworker that I spoke to today.
Hi, Kenna.
The best solution we found, if they wanted to open something, was Epcot. Right, think about it. It's the airiest park, right? You have World Showcase. There's a lot of open air, a lot of open space back there, right? So it's probably the most open park out of all of them.
Yeah.
So if they open that park, open one, maybe two resorts, or maybe open All-Star because it's so widespread, and not fill it to capacity, but do every other room or every 3 rooms, right?
Yeah.
And then limit the amount of people that are allowed inside the park. Now, what that number is, I don't know, because obviously they're not going to open the parks just to lose money, right? So they know they need X amount of people in there every day to at least break even or make a couple dollars, right?
Right.
So if that number's, I don't know the numbers, I'm just throwing numbers. If that number's 10,000, they need to figure out if they could safely accommodate 10,000 people with social distancing and masks and temperature checks and all that stuff. So will they do that? Maybe, but it sounds like a lot of headache for not a lot of reward.
Right. And that's another thing. They're not going to, like we said earlier, they're not going to open slowly.
I agree with you, Diana.
Yes.
But I'm forced to. So
Lisa, I think that that's a great idea, but I don't think that they would do that. I don't think that they would, waste the time, effort.
No, they
You think that they would slowly open?
The whispers around town are that they're going to do some sort of phased opening, right? They're not going to just, first of all, they got to get all the people back, right? People may have moved on. They may be different situations. So they may not be able to get everyone back that they had. So you have that problem. So they're going to slowly start incorporating. They're not going to just turn the switch on and fire everything back up. It's just not possible. There's just too much going on, too many people. They're going to have to slowly open that place back up. They're going to have to open like one little region at a time, like maybe Magic Kingdom and all those hotels, and then studios and all those hotels, and then so on and so forth. They can't, if they just turn around and fire everything back up, I think that would be a logistical nightmare.
I think so too.
But that's just me thinking about it. Like they know all the little moving parts a lot better than I do. So, they got a guy that does this, a guy that does that, and those people do that, and it'll, fans down like a company tree. There's one guy, and then that fans to 2, and that fans to 7, and that fans to 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't see what they're trying to.
I hope they open soon because I need a job.
I don't. Remember, you must be careful. I don't feel.
Oh, I'm super careful.
I don't feel about your words. I don't feel as though their plan for the temperature checks and the masks is a good idea. I get that they're trying. Totally get it. I get that they're trying. They're trying to, bring the magic back. Awaken the magic so that everybody can try to have a little bit of fun in their life.
When's the magic really ever lost?
Enjoy. No, it's all of Disney Plus. Enjoy everything, have some fun, and get back to normal. But there's got to be another way. There's got to be another way. I know that it is very, very unfortunate that a lot of those people, lost their jobs.
Nobody lost their job yet.
No, I'm saying in a whole.
Oh, okay.
Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, I see that, I don't know the logistics
Nobody at Disney
of it all.
lost their job yet.
Okay. Everybody else in the world, I get it, and it's awful, but I'm really sorry that is all happening to all these people. It's very sad, but I think that this has to get nipped in the butt before things go semi-normal. Things, start to open up, because we don't want a bigger problem than what we already have.
Just to touch on a couple points that Linda Wooten said. That was the point I was making about the vaccine. One is vaccines usually take years. So if it comes out in 6 months from now, would you feel safe taking it? Me, I personally wouldn't. And Mary and I already think we had it because we were like super sick in December, and it would not go away. We were sick for like weeks.
And it happened, I remember, based on the dates and what we were doing. The only reason why I remember, the end of December, I got really sick. My chest, I couldn't breathe. I was coughing like crazy. My abdomen was on fire. And I was just so sick. And the cough lasted forever, like a month. And then he got it. Then the kids slightly got a little sick, not too much. I don't know. Is it possible? Maybe. I have no idea.
And I'd
rather not take the chance to find out and just, do whatever.
She said the problem is people spend $15,000 to $20,000 on their trip and won't go if not fully open. That's the other problem. They open the park. Who's going to go there? Because nobody's traveling. All the locals. And the problem with the locals now, I don't know this for a fact, but statistically speaking, I've heard and I see that like annual pass holders and local DVC people and just locals in general do not spend as much money as people from out of town. Obviously, because people out of town are more on vacation than an annual pass holder. Annual pass holder goes there multiple times throughout the year. So people that travel there are spending a lot more money. So if they open the parks, they're going to get more of the not spend as much people there than if the park was fully open. Did that make sense? Yes. I feel like that came out way wrong.
It did. I got it. It's just, they're...
We were annual pass holders. We barely spent any money there. Aside from the $100 we spent a month on the tickets, we didn't really spend any money at the park. Right. Drinks, maybe dinner, maybe this, but not what like all the other people are spending, like dining reservations and buying all the merchandise and buying all the snacks and buying all the, tchotchkes.
Sometimes I have my moments.
Mary spends a lot of money at Disney.
I do not spend a lot of money at Disney. Sometimes.
I have not been there since I was 4 or 6, but I got lost there. You didn't get lost. Your parents got lost.
That's what it is. Parents always get lost.
Parents get lost. The children don't get lost.
Now, I don't spend a lot of money, but I do. There are certain things that I like. I like to buy little snacks for the kids. I like to, stuff like that. But for the most part, I do not spend a lot of money. Brat.
It all comes down to money. The company wants it, and the heck with the spread of the virus. Yes and no, because if they open the parks, they have to pay everybody that's there. So if nobody's traveling because they're scared of the virus, it's not really worth it to them to open. What?
Nothing.
So it's kind of a catch-22. Like, they could open, but not enough people are there. They can't make enough money. So are they really going to go? Are they really going to open? And of course, if it's not safe, like I said, I don't follow the news. But I still think we're under like a gathering restriction, right?
Oh, I think so. I think it's a congregation of 10 people, but Walmart had way more than 10 people.
What do I do about all the voices in my head? I got at least 12.
You gotta
shake them out.
Yeah.
Linda says she needs to cancel her 6/14 trip. I don't know. Supposedly, the travel agents can book June 1st, but I mean, I don't have any more information than anybody else. Everybody asks me, but what people don't understand about Disney is that it's a publicly traded company. So legally, we don't know anything until it's made public. Like, I'm not high enough on the corporate ladder to know any
totem pole.
Yeah, to know any corporate secrets. So we know basically when you guys know, and sometimes after majority of people know. Like if news comes out while I'm sleeping, I won't know until we get told at some point throughout the day, the next day, if it's big news. Like so, I don't know anything more than anybody else, and they always assume I do. But I hear the same thing. I hear whispers from, people, other cast members, other managers, this, that, the other thing. But nobody knows until it actually happens. Like I said, I'm not that high on a corporate ladder. I'm like way down here, and you need to be way up here to know those types of things.
Yep, can't have groups more than 50 people. See, I don't really know what the number is anymore. Right now, it's all a stay-at-home order.
Well, I think it's different by county too, though.
Right. I don't, like I said, I don't know what the numbers are.
You can't trust everything people say. I don't trust anything anybody says.
Me neither. I don't either. I never trust anyone. It's very difficult for me to trust.
I shouldn't say it. What's the old saying? Trust none of what you hear and half of what you see, or something like that.
Half of what you know, or something. Yeah, no, something like that.
It's trust half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Believe that.
And that's a good rule to live by.
So I don't know how many people are allowed to be together, but I can't imagine, because there was even 50 people. There was definitely more than 50 people in Walmart yesterday. A lot of them were wearing masks and gloves.
Walmart's different than a social gathering.
Right. And a lot of people did not have anything. Which
Lisa, I've never seen that movie.
I trust anyone.
The Italian Job. I trust everyone. It's the devil inside them. I don't trust.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Michigan, a woman student died from it. He was young but had asthma. Uh-oh. Are you going to tell me I have to watch The Italian Job?
I haven't seen it.
Something about Mini Coopers running around. It doesn't excite me.
No, it's a good movie. It's like a big heist kind of thing. It's a good movie. It
sounds like a poor budget Fast and the Furious.
No, it's good. What's his name? Statham.
When quarantine's over, you're coming over to a movie night to watch The Italian Job. Do you want to FaceTime me and we can watch it together on the TVs?
Oh, yeah, cool.
Quarantine movie night.
So back to the general logistics of this conversation.
I'd say Toby did it. That was an Office reference. Sorry.
Oh, God. I'm going to just stay clear of a lot of things for quite some time. Yes, I'll eventually maybe go out, slowly, but I think for my own feelings, safety,
I love this quarantine. Just staying home, can't go anywhere.
Yeah, but I am literally losing my mind. Like, I wake up at 3:50 in the morning and I have maybe a few hours to myself, maybe, but then the kids are up and ready, school, laundry, everything. Just my day doesn't stop till I literally close my eyes and go to sleep. The kids are screaming at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. I try really hard to put them to bed. No, they're still going. Right now they're quiet because they know I'm like really fired up with them right now. But it's literally an all-day affair. I've got to come up with some idea to get them out of the house or to properly schedule myself here. I'm not doing such a good job.
And Linda, I have asthma. I'm asymptomatic. The doctors say you never outgrow asthma. So I'm asymptomatic asthma. And I'm fat. So I don't really want to get it either, which is why I'm kind of nervous going to work. But whatever. And when we used to vacation to Disney, we would spend, I wouldn't say a lot of money, but a decent amount of money. Like, we never put values on the expensive hotels because we were never there. We were there when the park opened. We stayed till it closed. We went to the hotel and went to sleep. Like, that's what we did. So we never spent a lot of money on the hotels. And we never really spent a lot of money on tchotchkes and merchandise and stuff either.
No, it was more of like
and it's not like we were trying to save money. Like, it's like, oh, I don't want to spend $40 on a shirt. It was just like, we don't need
$40 on a shirt.
Well, how much are they? I don't even know.
It is more of we would buy like souvenirs or something, little light up toys for the kids or for Bella at the time.
Well, even before the kids, we would like. Only thing I think we ever bought was like pictures and picture frames.
Yeah, that was really what we did. And we didn't really. But before the kids, like 10 years ago, it was not as nearly as expensive as it is now.
Well,
so it's different.
It was also 10 years ago.
Right. So it was a little different.
Inflation.
So we didn't really care all too much. But I try my best to not really purchase too much. But, see, the thing is that when you're having a good day in Disney and you're in the moment, you just say, you know what? Whatever, I'm going to buy it. Who cares? This is what I want. You know what? Whatever, I'm going to get this.
There was never anything there, though, that I even wanted to buy.
Well, see, I was more worried. Like,
Mary likes all that kind of stuff, and she likes the purses.
I do love the purses. Yes, I do.
The only thing that caught my eye ever at a Disney park was that one painting of Darth Vader. Remember? You remember in that store at Disney Springs?
Yes.
But see, that was I didn't buy it because it was an expensive.
Nice to see you.
It's been 30 that was minutes. Sassy.
It's been 30 minutes, and now you're here. We really feel the love, how much you care about watching.
It was like $650 or something, and we didn't buy it.
I'm just kidding.
And no, Kenna, if your brother is at risk, he should not go to his girlfriend's house. He shouldn't go anywhere. He should stay inside his house. I like your tattoo. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. They're at their moments of popping, but
and. Linda, I agree. Online shopping is boss.
It is. It's.
I can stay at home in my underwear.
It's quite amazing.
And buy everything under the sun. Then like
it's 12 dangerous, though.
12 hours later, it's at my door.
It's dangerous.
The best is when I'm shopping late at night at like 7, 8. No, 7, 8. I'm getting old late at night, 7, 8 o'clock. It's like 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, and I buy something, and then I wake up at 8 o'clock the next day, and it's at my door. It's like, wow, that's amazing.
We actually purchased stuff recently, a couple of days ago. Was it yesterday? Yeah. Yesterday evening, okay, we purchased stuff, and it wasn't supposed to get delivered until Friday evening, and it was here.
Because Amazon rocks socks,
it was here at 2 o'clock, 2.5 days. What?
Mary, do you know that the zombie apocalypse is going to be the coronavirus? But there's no zombies.
I was going to say there's no zombies.
The only fun about a zombie apocalypse is the zombies.
I mean, sure. But, yeah, if you think about it. They're not biting you, but they are making you sick.
Yeah, but I want, brain-eating zombies.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes. How are you going to tell me what I want?
You want to have brain-eating zombies at your door.
Yeah.
You can't go outside before they, suck your brain out of your ears.
They're brain-eating, not brain-sucking.
Well, what if they can't get to that thick skull of yours? You see what I did there?
That's why I'm safe. Yes, zombies are great target practice.
Oh, God, that was good.
And Linda has Lucille.
You're welcome.
Is that a real bat? I forget.
Yes. No, I don't remember.
Is it real or is it like a fiberglass?
I'm not really sure. I don't remember.
I don't either.
I don't think it would be real. It really wasn't that heavy.
Yeah, I
don't remember. Bella?
I did not like that show.
What
is it called? Walking Dead.
The first 2 seasons.
We got to season 3.
Yeah.
And we got bored. We were like, how many different times can you basically do the same thing? It's like, oh, we found somewhere to stay. Let's find food and stuff. Oh my God, the zombies are coming. Let's go to the next place. Oh my God.
And I was so getting bored with constantly just sitting in the jail cells. Really.
Whatever season that was.
Somewhere else.
That was the last season we watched when it was jail.
And that old guy died.
Now, how is The Walking Dead going to deal with the coronavirus? Now they have zombies and the coronavirus. They can't congregate.
I don't know.
The whole world's going to blow up.
OMG.
The Walking Dead take over Magic Kingdom. That would be some serious fun. Imagine if Disney and Universal could get along just for a couple weeks. And Disney lets Universal do Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. That would be some cool stuff.
I threw it away. It was all dry and broken. I get you more. It was bad. What do you want me to do?
Can I go use nail polish in your bathroom?
I threw it all away too. It was all bad. What do you want? It's all bad.
Get on with your bad self.
They do
not
have
go in
a
there.
zombie apocalypse escape thing here in Orlando on I think it's is it iDrive International, whatever, something up there.
They
Zombie apocalypse something where you like, excuse me, gross. You run around and you shoot fake zombies or something. I don't know, like
no, they're
laser
real
tag.
zombies.
They're real zombies.
Well, they're real people.
But every time we drive by, there's no one in the parking lot, so I don't think it's open.
They were rehabbing it. I think it's not open now, but I think it was open.
Oh.
But they used to do this event down in Miami, where they rented out. I think it was either the Dolphin Stadium or the old Marlin Stadium, and they shut it down. And they used to do an escape the stadium thing, where a group of people would have to escape the stadium from a pack of zombies. And you could go there and sign up to either be a zombie or a survivor.
I want to be the zombie.
I'd want to be a survivor.
I want to be the zombie.
No, in that situation, you need a gun.
I want to attack people. Come on. I have all rights to start wailing on people.
And I know they do that with like abandoned malls and stuff. They rent them out and do like these like hyper realistic escape.
Oh, see, but that would be so fun.
We're getting way off topic.
This would be so fun, though.
It would be.
It would be really fun.
But we have to eat, hon. I'm starving.
Oh, I have to feed you too. See what I'm saying? It's like one task after the next.
You already cooked it. We just got to eat it.
See, at night, I like to try to put the kids to sleep and have a nice cup of hot tea. And I can never have my hot cup of tea because by the time I finally drink it, it's cold.
It's not my fault. I have to go to bed early. My phone starts yelling at me at 3:25. And then Alexa yells at me at 3:30.
Oh, because she doesn't yell at me either.
No, but I have to get up and like function and be happy.
I have to get up and function too.
But you don't have to be happy. That takes a lot of mental power.
You don't have to be happy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Be happy.
Don't worry.
Be happy. Well, we're going to go have dinner. I'm so glad that you guys had fun chatting with us.
Mary was really concerned about
I really wanted to chat about it. I felt like, because I can never talk to Matt. He never wants to talk to me about anything. So, I like to get on here.
All she ever wants to do is talk about my work.
No. Like, I need to get out, chit-chat with everybody, talk to other human beings other than Matt.
What's wrong with me?
He never wants to talk to me. He'd really rather just talk to Reddit. I had lots of conversations with Boomer the other day. He was fun to talk to. He just sat there and stared at me. Matt can't talk to Matt. What?
I talk to myself all day.
Mary, you should do one when he's not there by yourself. I've done a few by myself because he was too busy to hang out with me.
No, when I have to be at work at midnight, Mary, if it's on a live stream night, Mary will live stream by herself or with Bella.
Ow!
I don't understand what I'm saying.
See, I don't mind doing a live stream by myself, but the problem is that if I'm doing it by myself, the children are out of control. If you go back to some of our videos, you'll see a few that Matt left me video, and the kids are all over the place. Some of you thought it was funny, like Jarrett, who thought it was hysterical that the kids were literally running around screaming as I'm trying to have a coherent conversation and a thought.
I posted a video on our Instagram of Lucky headbutting me like 4 times. That is pretty much our life, 24/7. Like Bella's jumping on the couch dancing, and Lucky's making a beeline right towards me and just headbutting me. That's our life.
When I try to run into the bedroom to go do something or to go pee, I hear Lucky's coming. I have to turn around, lock the door, and close the door before he gets in. Or I come sit with you? No, dude. Yeah, that's our life. I have my own little world going on inside my head, Mary. It was funny.
Kenna, the next live stream, scheduled live stream anyway, is Monday. Unless some big news comes out tomorrow, Mary just needs to tell somebody.
I don't know. You guys tell me, okay, if you like live streams or videos. I like live streams.
But we can't do anything.
I know. I like my videos, but I like to chit chat too. Maybe we should do 2 live streams a week instead of 1. Maybe 3.
I literally cannot talk this much. This is like between Monday and today, I'm taking up all my talking allotted time. I only allot myself 2 hours a week to talk, and between this and last time, I'm already at like an hour and a half.
Well, just sit here and while I'm talking, be the referee for the children for me.
No, I have to interject my opinion.
And what's your opinion of my more live streams?
I can't think about it right now. I've been up since 3:30. I've been doing work since I got home. I'm so tired.
Think about other people, Mary. No, all about me.
We have to go eat. I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything since 9 o'clock this morning. I'm starving. What? Oh, what? I had 2 pieces of that thing.
Know, he complains about this all the time, but I wake up at 3:30, 3:50, go into the kitchen. I make his lunch. I make his coffee, and then the son of Kitty comes home with the lunch still in his lunchbox, and then complains I'm hungry.
She gives me a lot of food throughout the day.
I think that was I think that might have been a double negative.
No food in Disney for workers. There's vending machines that are stocked, and then there's one of the break rooms that are open, but 99.9% of it's broken or closed. Not broken, closed.
All things I'm funny.
Yeah, so I mean, there's the speedways and stuff that are open, but that's more like snack foods and stuff. So I don't know. I bring my lunch. I've always had. I mean, obviously, there's a couple days we forgot or we didn't go to the grocery store or whatever. I bought lunch, but 99% of the days I bring my lunch, so it doesn't really affect me. I know it affects some of the people I work with, but.
Can everybody tell Matt here that I pack him 2 bottles of water every day with 2 little packages of Propel, so he has flavored electrolyting water, and he doesn't drink it. I told him that I wasn't going to give him his second cup of coffee because he gets 2 cups of coffee, like a little fancy guy.
Well, I get a 32-ounce cup of coffee in the morning. Then I get a refill of the 32-ounce cup of coffee. I actually have a black bag, Jared, if you must know.
He does. I pack him in his cute little lunchbox.
It's like a little insulated cooler, but it's like all ripped apart.
Don't listen to him. There's this cute little lunchbox he has. He's got Barney on it.
You love me.
And he goes to work. You love me. You made my lunch.
Mary thinks that would embarrass you. That doesn't embarrass me.
Soon with a great big hug and have a good day. I love you. I'll see you soon. Every morning. How do you think I knew that song so easily? Come on, guys.
It doesn't embarrass. That would not embarrass me. I don't care. That stuff doesn't bother me.
I know he doesn't care. All right, guys.
Like some mornings, I take Mary's Minnie Mouse cup to work.
Well, because
it's a big thing with bows and dots all over it.
It's a big stainless steel cup. It's like 2 times the size of this one.
But anyway, we're gonna go eat dinner. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for dealing with our nonsense.
Always remember to enjoy the journey. Be safe out there.
All you guys listening us to it yent on about nothing. And we will see you guys next time. Toodaloo.
Bye. Have a good night.
Toodaloo. Toodaloo.
See you real soon. Did I do it?